Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. Give you the truth, and I got a treat for you, ladies. Well, it ain't gonna be a treat for most of y'all. It's gonna be a quick quiz. And I would title this video, Are You a Good Woman According to the Scriptures? Are you a good woman according to the Scriptures? Not Christianity, which is full of simps, not any of these westernized religions, but according to the Scriptures. And if you're like me and you've read the books predating the Scriptures and some of bits and portions of them, you will know exactly whether or not you're a good woman. Let's begin. Genesis 2:8 says that the Most High himself said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will give him a helpmate suitable to him." Right? That was the original scripture for man-woman relationships. Okay. Now, according to our English language that we speak, the opposite of help is damage, it's hurt, it's disturb, it's hinder. He didn't say, "I will give you somebody to hinder you." He said it will give you a helpmate. So, first thing, the things pertaining to man-woman relationship: cooking, cleaning, sex, encouragement, and so on and so forth. What is the percentage that you do these things? Is it 30%, 40%? If it's less than 80%, then you're not a helpmate. Okay, this is not over yet, though. You still got a chance. You got a chance. Okay. We're going to break down each one of these categories. How much do you complain to your husband about the following? About the cleanliness of the house. I got a big shadow right there. Y'all see me hold my phone. About the clothes being scattered all over the place or dirty. About sex, him wanting it. Now, not only the complaining part, the next part of the sex part is this. When you do it, do you do it because you want to do it, or do you do it so he won't cheat on you, or so he won't be upset? The second part, you should never do it for that reason. So you already losing if that's you. Do you make him do the things that you as his wife, as his helpmeet, are supposed to do? Especially those of you that work out of the home, that don't work. Especially you. And especially if you don't have any children or young children. Is he washing his own clothes? Is he cooking for himself? Is he baiting because you don't have the energy or the desire? Oh, you want him to be faithful. But is this you? Is this you? Okay, moving right along. Have you sent text, email, pictures to a guy that you within yourself find attractive or like? I want you to know, if you have, you're not a good woman. If you did this and didn't tell your husband and stop after you told him, you're not a good woman. See, y'all think what you do for the kids. You're supposed to do that for the kids. What makes you a good woman is what you do for the man. Of course you're going to do it for the kids. That's what separates you from an animal in the wilderness. Your ability to reason. Of course, you're supposed to nurture your kids. That don't make you a good woman. What makes you a good woman is what you do for him. Next. Are you selfish in regards to gifts? In regards to his hobbies, him wanting to do his hobbies or your hobbies? Are you selfish? Okay, we can keep going. We can keep going. I'm gonna have to park for this, y'all. I'm gonna have to park for this. I promise you it won't be too long. But I want to park for this because all these women walking around like they good women. You're lying to yourself. You're delusional. The devil got your mind. Are you selfish in regards to him being able to do his hobbies or you doing your hobbies? Next. Okay. You. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second to park. Because, again, I'm doing this because all of these women, I keep hearing, I'm a good woman. If all these women were good women, it wouldn't be all this divorce. And even in celebrities, I don't believe it's all these guys, man. I just don't. Like, you can't sit and tell me that every divorce that happens with these celebrities, with these regular people, is these guys. The delusion is that all of these women are good. And I'm going to prove it with these questions that they are not. Now, so what gave me the idea to this video is I was listening to a song, and I was reading the comments that the woman was complimenting her husband. And those things, make sure you commend those things because it don't happen to them. Most women spend all their time arguing and complaining about their husbands. Even though, now a man going to work every day is in part his job, and it's in part him just being a man, just doing the right thing. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, remember, the woman, her job is to help him. So technically, he could be another one of these guys that have his woman paying bills. It's not manly, but he could do it because she's his helpmeet. In fact, if they don't have any kids or young kids, that's how I wouldn't tell her to pay bills. You know, you could use her money to build your future, and you pay the bills. Now, so we went over cooking, cleaning. We went over sex. We went over interactions with other men. We went over selfishness. Now, do you have a double standard? What do I mean by this? Do you do things that he knows about and doesn't know about, that if he did them, you would either leave or you would start fighting and arguing? Do you have any double standards? Because good women don't have double standards. Now, moving right along. Do you fight against the money that he spends, yet you spend either equal or more than he does? That goes back to the selfishness thing. See, now we getting somewhere, huh? Now we get, because see, everybody that got a man think they're a good woman. Next, if you got a job, this question is for you. Are your interactions with other guys, even if you're not doing anything, even if you're not acting upon it, at work, at school, at the store, are your interactions with other guys flirtatious? Y'all already know if you good, he ain't even got to worry about it, because you ain't going to be like this. It's not that you should be mean to other guys, but you should know how to put them. Hey, listen, I don't do it. I don't roll like that. Flirtation at work, at school, on YouTube, on the TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Flirtatious? Are you flirtatious, Miss Good Woman? Again, what you do for the kids, that don't count. It's your interactions with him. It's what you do for him. It's what you want to do for him. Because technically, according to the scripture, and I can show you some scriptures, that women, when they're married, they're just short of being their husband's property. Just short. Just short of it. Next, are you submissive? Most or all of the time. Let me give you some examples. Your husband tell you to do something. Do you do it, or do you think you got a choice? You say, oh, that's misogynist. Listen. The marriage is not for people who think that a man leading his house and a man being the head is misogynist. It's not for you. You might as well go out there and get knocked back by as many guys as possible, because marriage ain't for you. If you want to label everything misogynistic, every masculine trait that a man has is misogynistic, marriage ain't for you. Because you're not even being to help me. It's good that he be alone than be with you. And y'all, these guys, they try to keep the peace. They don't be telling you this. I'm going to speak for them. A lot of y'all husbands, and if you one of the guys, play this in front of your wife. And no disrespect to you, but if she come in my comments with weak stuff, I'm going to respond. These women be doing all kind of stuff. You wonder why I feel looser? You wonder why I feel looser? You ain't doing nothing different. In fact, you guys just barely getting it. You wonder why I feel looser? And some of the, okay, here's another one. Have you ever cheated / committed adultery against your boyfriend or husband, good women? Ever? Well, let's go in depth. Guy takes his hands, touches you in places intimately, kissing, entering, pictures. Are you sending indecent photos? Are you receiving indecent photos? And don't tell me about the man. Well, my husband be there. Listen, you're his wife. You're his wife. Okay, next. Do you think that when he wants sex, you have a choice? Yes or no? We're not talking about him forcing himself on you. We're talking about if he come to you and you say no. Because good women, they ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do that. Next. Do you keep yourself up for him? Do you paint your nails? You paint your toenails? Do you go to the gym? Do you eat right? Do you try to take your vitamins? Of course you're going to do it for yourself. But do you do it for him? Or are you one of the ones that you way different than you was when he met you? And now your excuse is you supposed to love me for me. But yet, you know what's going on in your mind. Are you one of the ones that will do all of this once you break up or get divorced? You're not a good woman. If this is you, you're not a good woman. Now all of a sudden you taking pictures on Facebook flexing when while you was with him, you try to flex. That all it's going to do is be a sack of meat underneath there. And I mean, if that's how you were, or if that's how you are with efforts, hey, no power to it. A lot of guys like that. But if you are letting yourself go out of disrespect to your husband, oh man, we covered a lot. Okay, let me see if I can think of something else. I think I've already established that most of you aren't good women. And now if you are, the answer is yes. If you are the woman, the good woman, keep being that way. Keep being that way. Most of my content is not for you. It's not many of you, but it's not for y'all who being the person you're supposed to be. Forget about the kids. We're not talking about what you do for the kids. You're supposed to do that for the kids. We're talking about what you do for him, what you think about him. Are you, okay, another one. And I know the Most High is giving me these ideas because he's tired of y'all hypocrisy as well. Y'all always want a man, but y'all gonna mess over most of these guys. Y'all gonna mess over. So, man, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm kind of forgetting. My goodness. I'm forgetting, and my mind is drawing a blank. Okay, we covered sex. We covered cooking, cleaning. If he got to do all this stuff for himself and you ain't relieving him, wow, I feel that dude is in bad shape. He's just in bad shape. We talk about the flirting. We talk about your little stuff you think you're getting away with. Miss Good Woman. You want your family, you want your friends to think you so good. You so dedicated, and you not. If you still together, you need to come clean and become these things. Some of y'all might be too late. He might already just be tired of your mess. He might be tired of your mess. Selfishness. Okay. Double standard, which we covered, but I want to add another aspect to it. Are you the type that's often accusing your husband, yet you do the things you accuse him of? Do you do the things that you accuse him of, or have you done it? That's just proof. We talked about submissiveness. Are you submissive? Because a lot of y'all are trying to dominate your husbands. You're trying to dominate your husband. Now, which brings me to the next thing. That's back there. In terms of arguments, do the arguments that you and your husband have, are they arguments that you shouldn't have had? Are they arguments that you, if you were submissive, you wouldn't have had? Is the percentage the majority or the minority? What do I mean by majority? 51%? So is 51% of the arguments that you have with your husband stuff that you wouldn't have argued about if you would have just been submissive? If you would have just obeyed 1 Peter chapter 3, meek and quiet spirit, win him without a word. Majority or minority? Because, everybody think they're a good woman. Everybody think they're a catch. But yet, we just keep saying divorce, 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 divorce. You can't tell me it's all these guys. You can't tell me it's all these guys. You just can't. Like, I know female nature. I know how the stuff that women do. And the Most High has shown me things. Women always think God is on their side, when a lot of times he's not, because he's looking at you like, that's your husband. Do what he said. And y'all got all the government stuff in your mind. Y'all got all the stuff from secret societies and all that, instead of the Bible and the true spirituality. Next. Again, we already talked about this too. Have you ever committed adultery? Okay, here's another one. Other men that you know in your town, that you watch on TV, that you listen to on the radio, do you respect them more than your husband? Any? And if so, how many? If you even respect any man more than your husband and his accomplishments, I don't care if your husband is a parking lot sweeper or his job is to pick up trash. If you respect any man more than your husband, you're not a good woman. You're not. I'm helping you. I know I'm helping you, right? I know I'm helping you. So we done covered a lot of angles. Let's see if there's any more that I could prove my point. Now, I already said, if this don't apply to you, keep being the person you are. Next, if you and your husband divorce, or if you have gotten a divorce, have you intentionally or out of your own selfishness demanded an amount of money out of him that would either make him homeless or make him poor? I don't care what you do with the next man. If you doing that with any man, you're not a good woman. You're not. I'm going to help you. I'm the prophet. I'm going to help you. You're not. The delusion is there. The symbols are in your mind that you seeing on TV, that you seeing on Billboard. The symbols are there to program you otherwise than what you are. Remember, I talked about Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots, human robots in disguise. You've been programmed to rise up against your husband when you're there to help. You're there to help. Y'all be letting these guys get in your head, but when you get out there, you're going to see that is a lot of it's just lies. He just want to smash. He just want to do things to you. Most of these guys, it's not, trust me, they're not going to love you. Because half of them been damaged by women, and the other half, they just ain't ready for all that yet. Maybe when they 70. But the video is long enough. I could talk at length. I could keep talking. But I'm just going to stop. This is the truth, man. The question was asked, are you a good woman? And many questions were thrown your way. Yes or no? If you can't answer positively to the majority, 80%, you need 80% to pass. You're not a good woman. Some of y'all probably used to be good women, but maybe some type of trauma some type of failure, something you bitter at him about, maybe, just maybe, that's what messed you up. Because I know all of y'all like didn't start out the relationship this way. You didn't. But you in your mind, this is how you know you're deceived by the devil. Let me show you. First, let me see what this card gonna do, and we're gonna close. If you think, especially, that's why I helped you with a lot of questions regarding your behavior. You argumentative. You ain't even supposed to be arguing at all. Read 1 Peter chapter 3. You were not like this, because if you were, he would not have married you. Most guys would have dumped you. And some of y'all know this. Y'all change after the fact. After you start having kids, after you get married, y'all change after the fact, because you know you would have got dumped if you would have pulled this stuff when y'all was just going together. Let me put my seatbelt on. But that's all I got on this one. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping or Subjects channel. More than likely I'll have videos tomorrow, just depending on what I got going. And until then, I will see you on those next videos.